So with the events from the last Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, and with the new Spider-Man movie coming out, my question is still, even though we know Doctor Strange mentioned in Multiverse of Madness was that he did a spell for Spider-Man to make people forget his identity. And the fact that he remembers doing that and he remembers that whole situation, it just makes me feel like there's still a crack somewhere in that spell where it will remind Doctor Strange who the hell Peter Parker is. Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, and Wong only holds that title because of default. Strange was snapped away, Wong got the title, and now Strange is back. He's definitely a better sorcerer than him. But I only say that is because he's the top dog, and I feel like he has to know more in order to stay on top of everything that could go wrong within the universe, especially the spell that he did for Peter. The one he did for Wong, it was for a party, something small. But as far as in erasing everyone's memory of Peter Parker in his head because it was connected to Spider-Man is a really big spell and risky. And even though he seems to not remember who Peter Parker is, he remembered doing the spell for Spider-Man so people can forget his identity, which I feel like it opens the door to where something can happen to where Strange can easily remember who he is only because of how powerful he is with the third eye and things like that. It just seems like spells shouldn't work on Strange that easily, or it shouldn't stick with him that long. I just feel like Strange still remembers some things, or he's going to remember some things about the events with Spider-Man that he had in No Way Home. And you know, Strange can be very sneaky. He doesn't tell people everything. Same thing he did with Tony and Thanos. He couldn't tell them everything because it needed to work out a certain way. And I feel like even if he did forget who Peter Parker was, he's going to remember because he has the third eye now, meaning he's top dog. And I feel like either he's going to remember just because of how powerful he is, or he never forgot. He blocked his memory with another spell so that he can still remember to protect the spell and Peter Parker's name as well. I mean, he's a sly dog. He's slick with everything that he does, and I just feel like he's hiding something when it comes to that spell that he did for Peter. No surprise because the Ancient One trained Doctor Strange and she held secrets as well. But Tony did too, and he trained Peter in a lot of ways. And I feel like there's a AI somewhere with his conscious downloaded into it that no one found yet that probably still had that information about Peter being Spider-Man. And that could be the hole in Spider-Man actually getting his life back or people remembering who he is. And that's just my opinion. But until then, it's your boy Han Solo, and I'll be back with more content. I'm out.